Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on our YouTube channel and I hope you all are doing very well. So guys, in this video today, I'm going to be deviating away from the stock market and going to be talking about the crypto market because you see, crypto market is at a very important pace now because you see, in the since the beginning of this year, crypto market has been basically in a recession. The crypto market is in a recession and more than $3 trillion have been lost the market capitalization of the entire crypto and BTC Bitcoin, especially, Bitcoin was in this year's April, it was valued around the $40,000 mark, somewhere around it. And now, as we are recording this video, Bitcoin is in the $18,000 mark, which is an extremely important level. And many people have started to fear about, is Bitcoin actually going to go down? Is it actually going to crash to zero like Luna did? Because ever since the crash of Luna from $90 to literally since, and delisting of Luna because it actually went into a crash, people have started to fear what if the same fate happens for Bitcoin. So what we are going to be doing is that I'm going to be analyzing Bitcoin today from a technical perspective using trading view charts, and I'm going to be giving you my own view, right? So let's just get into a video now, all right? Okay, so all right, we are in the trading the chart now. Okay, so Bitcoin has crossed this $19,000 mark, but just a few minutes back, as I was starting to record this video, Bitcoin was in the $18,000 mark. So it has just crossed this $19,000 mark. Okay, and forget about it. Let us start this top-down analysis, which means we are going to be starting our analysis on a higher time frame, and also we are going to be finishing our analysis on a lower time frame, which means we are going to be checking on the long-term bias. If the bias is bullish, we can expect a good news, or if the bias is bearish, we can expect a bad news, right? So, and also after checking a long-term bias, we can possibly check the entry for Bitcoin on the lower time frame, which is either the 1 hour chart or the 5 minute chart, or possibly sometimes even the 3 minute chart, right? So without further ado, let's get into our video now. So now I'm going on to the Bitcoin weekly chart right here. Okay, so you can see that Bitcoin has been in a recession since last year's now 15th November. Basically, you know the fall of Bitcoin had started on 15th November 2021, and you can also see that ever since that the Bitcoin has been starting to create higher lows, some sort of consolidation right here, and it broke this 34,000 level and crashed into a solid 18,000 mark right now. So weekly chart, if you have noticed, you could have first saw that this was a major level of support for BTC. Let me just hold on. Okay, so I'm marking this. Okay, so this was a major level of support for Bitcoin. Why? I mean resistance. Sorry, this was a major level of resistance for Bitcoin. That this was a major level of resistance for Bitcoin. And what happened here is that from here was the last time Bitcoin, on 2021, 12th April, Bitcoin had a major blow to the downside from $64,000 to $28,000. And again, when it rebounced back here, this became a support, which is $28,000. And Bitcoin had a small manipulation, and when Bitcoin reached this resistance zone right here, Bitcoin had a slight manipulation. It tried to break above this, and it actually did break out, but since the bearish bias was strong, since the sellers were actually trying to take control of the market here, and which they did successfully, you can see that Bitcoin started to create higher lows, and which this low, this level, which was termed as a major, you know, supply level, I mean a demand level, sorry, this level, which was termed as a major demand level, you could have seen that Bitcoin had actually started to break below this level. Once this level, both this support level and the demand level was broken, you could have seen that Bitcoin started to trend aggressively in a downward move, right? So this was a consolidation period right here. Right here in the weekly chart, this was a consolidation period, and many people have started to went, uh, bullish side right here. So the buyers got trapped, thinking that the market was rising actually from this demand zone, And once the market hit this minor resistance zone or supply zone, what happened here? The Bitcoin had a aggressive downward move from here, and the buyers were stopped out on all the time frames. Those who had a stop loss, their stop loss was hit. All right. So moving on to this daily time frame, here you can see that Bitcoin has been trending majorly to the downward side, and we currently are in this 18,995 level mark. And if you notice, you can see that this is going to be a major support level because this was the final time Bitcoin had actually. Let me just color, right? Just a minute. Okay, so this is going to be a major support level. This because this was the major time Bitcoin upside. This was the major level which Bitcoin actually broke a structure right here. This structure was broken by this support level, right? So possibly that can two things can happen right now. This is going to be a major support level, and this thing right here, this thing right here is going to be a major resistance level, support and resistance level on the daily chart, right? Now, forget about the resistance level because you cannot expect Bitcoin to go up as of now because Bitcoin has been creating lower lows recently. Bitcoin has been creating lower lows without breaking any major structure, right? So now two things can happen. Now we are going into an actual analysis part. Two things can happen in the daily chart. Number one, if at all Bitcoin breaks this level, which I think is inevitable. Now, don't think this as a financial advice. I'm not advising you to take a short trade or to close your positions. I'm just telling my advice from my perspective, saying advice from my perspective, right? So, once Bitcoin had broken this level, you can see that Bitcoin, the next support zone is somewhere around here, right? So, this is going to be our next support zone, which is the $14,000 mark. Currently, Bitcoin is somewhere around this, okay, $19,000 mark. If at all Bitcoin actually breaks this level, you can expect a small retracement, possibly even outside this resistance level, support and resistance level, a small manipulation, and then a downward move right here, till $14,000 mark. Or if Bitcoin were to break this major structure, which I'll mark it right here, this is going to act as a structure level. So what happens if at all Bitcoin breaks this structure, which is not going to happen possibly, then you can expect a small retracement till this area, which will have become a demand zone. This green candle will become a demand zone, and you can start Bitcoin to trend above till this $28,000 mark. But I don't think that is actually going to be happening because you see, Bitcoin is an aggressive downtrend as of now, and if you actually move into the 4-hour charts, you can clearly see that Bitcoin, the buyers are trying to take control, but in fact, the institutional sellers are higher. The buyers have took control of this market, a short-term retracement till this small resistance area, I would say. This is a minor resistance area, and when Bitcoin reached this area, the sellers have started to take control again. So, if this level is actually broken, which I'm talking about right here, I'll just mark it with a circle. If this level is broken, which luckily did not through the hands of Vic, if Bitcoin breaks this double bottom, which happened right here, I'll just mark it with this thing. This thing is a double bottom right here. So if Bitcoin, I mean, my bad, Bitcoin actually breaks this level, then it's going to be in a really bad downtrend, right? So going on to a hourly chart. Hourly chart, well, you can clearly see that hourly chart also is in a downtrend. As of now, there has been no signs of any uptrend. This is going to be a major supply zone for you or a resistance zone. This is going to be a major supply zone, and it has also been tested one time, two time. Oh my God, sorry. This has also been tested. This is the first time testing. This is going to be the second time testing. This has been tested more than 3 times right here. You see, the last time Bitcoin created a double top right here. It had an aggressive push to the downside, right? This is the last time Bitcoin created a double top on this supply zone, and Bitcoin has been having a bad time really till this demand zone right here, right? And this zone was broken. This is what I was talking about. If this demand zone was actually broken, and it had a nice retrace until this upper side, and then another aggressive move here. So this is what I was talking about. This actually wasn't an uptrend. It was just a small term retracement on the higher time frame, right? You should not look at a, you should not be looking at a move as a bullish move until or unless the previous swing high is broken, right? So this is currently Bitcoin is in an aggressive downtrend, and going on to the 30-minute time frame, you will be noticing that Bitcoin has been creating a double bottom right here. So this is a chart pattern, double bottom here, double tops and double bottoms, the chart patterns, and Bitcoin has been trending to the upside. If at all, what will be happening possibly is that Bitcoin can possibly take resistance right here, which is the supplies minor supply zone right here, which Bitcoin had tapped here, and Bitcoin can possibly start to trend again. I will tell how. I'll tell you how. Bitcoin, started to touch this level. Oh my God, sorry. Bitcoin had started to touch this level, had a major wick rejection, and slowly it's moving on to this level again, which means that if Bitcoin has another wick rejection right here and simultaneously creates a red candle, this is this structure right here, this below one, this cursor, this structure is going to be broken and straight till $17,000, right? This can possibly happen. Bitcoin will enter this minor structure zone, create a double top, and fall down till this for $17,000 mark. If this $17,000 mark is also broken, you can expect a retracement till this $18,000 mark, possibly, and a aggressive downward push till, I'll tell you, going on to the day chart again. If the $17,000 mark is broken, then $14,000 mark is the last one. Bitcoin is going to go to $40,000 according to my analysis, because the sellers are too high for Bitcoin to even comprehend, right? Bitcoin has been basically crashing. The entire crypto space has been crashing with investors pulling out more money every single day. People are getting fearful about Bitcoin, right? And going on to our entry time frame, which is going to be 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, so 3 minutes, you can see that 3 minutes in the 3 minutes chart, Bitcoin has been creating smaller term higher highs, but still Bitcoin hasn't broken above this structure. So Bitcoin can create a manipulation above it, create a small term double top right here again, and fall down till 18,730. So now going on to the short term trading part, I mean entry part. Let me just create this, I mean delete this demand zone from here. You can see that this is going to be a demand zone right here, right? This was a demand zone, a minor demand zone which acted as a major demand zone again. And this is going to be, I mean, sorry, I'm talking about supply zones. I'm so sorry. There's a supply zone right here, and I'm going to be marking the demand zones right here. So here are two things which can happen. Structure was broken by Bitcoin right here recently. From the supply zone, this structure was broken. And eventually, Bitcoin created a double bottom and is going on a small retracement right here. Now, Bitcoin can be possibly doing two things. Number one, you can create a double top again. And if at all Bitcoin is creating a double top again, then trust me, this structure will be broken and it will go to $18,647 mark. And if this structure is broken, then straight going to $17,920. And but if this structure is broken and it wasn't a manipulation, then what Bitcoin will be doing is that Bitcoin will be creating a nice uptrend, a short-term retracement, another double bottom, with this second bottom being lower than the higher bottom. I mean, sorry, lower than the previous high, and it will go till this $19,391 mark. So these are going to be your targets, which is right here. These are going to be your targets, and I'm going to be marking this level too, right? I'm going to be marking this level too. If at all, these are going to be Bitcoin's targets, right? So I'm going to be posting this video very soon, and I hope that this video is actually going to be of use to you now. And going on to the minute chart, which most people don't actually analyze, many people don't realize that minute chart is actually a very potent tool for entry time frames, because the time double top has been formed in this 5 minute time frame, or double bottom or double top has been formed in this 5 minute time frame, you would have missed out a lot of move. Possibly you would have missed out above this 72 points move, because if you take in this 1 minute time frame, You can actually see double bottoms and double tops way sooner than this 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Now look here, a double bottom and a nice uptrend, a small term retracement and a push to the upside. This is what is happening in the term 1 minute chart. 1 minute charts are very, very important if used in the right way. Now look at this, boys. This is what is going to be my analysis. Possibly, I can say that Bitcoin will be forming a double top and going to be going in the bearish trend again, right? So this is going to be my analysis for today. I hope that you all really like this video. And make sure that you are doing your own analysis before you are going entering a trade too, because you should have the confirmation on yourself. You should not blindly follow others. You should be thorough from your perspective. If at all Bitcoin is going to go to the upside, take a buy trade. Or if Bitcoin is going to go to the lower side, the bearish side, then take a sell trade, right? So that is, guys, my analysis for this video, and I hope you all are in profits, and love you all. Take care. Goodbye.